Hi guys, today I'm telling you a story time about the second time I got a bit drunk and it was not pretty. But today I am going to talk to you whilst I'm drinking some Prosecco because I have been craving Prosecco. I'm not pregnant. I've been like wanting Prosecco for so long now and I finally got it, so I thought why not have a cup of Prosecco whilst I'm saying this story. So let me just pop this open. Or twist it open in this case because it's not a popping bowl. So I know I haven't done a story time in so long. Oh, and if you want to know what Prosecco this is it just says Prosecco Vino Frizzante Produtto Alini in Italia. I got it from Lidl's, to be honest. I got the cheapest one, like £5 to £7. Mighty cheap. So let me open it up. Did I shake it? I hope I didn't. Shit. Okay. No, we good. We good. Yeah, I did that all wrong.
How much of this are you supposed to pour in a cup? I'm going all the way up. It's just Prosecco, so nothing bad.
I wanted strawberries, but those are off now. So I ain't putting that in my drink. Okay, so this story time was set last year, I believe. Was it before or after? It must have been before I went to Las Vegas. So nice and bitter. I think this is good for food. So before I went to Las Vegas, I met a girl on this app called Bumble, and it's like using, I don't want to say Tinder because Tinder is quite slimy, but it's the same process. So you swipe left for no and right for yes, but you can use it as a dating app or you can use it to just make friends. So yeah, I was using it for that purpose, and I met this girl on the app. Let's call her, I want to call her Stacy, I don't know why. So me and Stacy decided to meet up in somewhere in Oxford Circus. It was a station, I don't remember what the station was called. So me and Stacy decided to meet up in a station in Oxford Circus. It was an Oxford Circus station. I think it was like Tottenham Court Road Station or Bond Street. Don't think it was Bond Street because I know that station, and this station I never go through it, so it was a bit odd for me to pop out there. So I got there first and I realised that it's the spot that the guys that I used to hang out with dance, but yeah, that's not important. So I was waiting for her at the station, and then she came not long after me, and yeah, it was alright. It was like hi. It wasn't too awkward. Obviously it was a tiny bit awkward, but not too awkward. And obviously I didn't know where I was going, so she was leading the way. And then we went to a bar. It was quite hidden, this bar. I wouldn't know how to get back there. We went to this bar. The bar was quite cool. The music was loud, so you can't really talk. It was hard for us to talk. We were trying to like talk to each other, but it just weren't happening.
Zam, you're looking hot.
How you doing? So are you? So yeah, we got to the place. It was loud, but we were having cocktails, and the cocktails were nice. They were alright. She had wine or champagne. I had a cocktail. And then we went upstairs because they were about to close soon. So we got one more drink, and we were drinking on the side. And these two older guys came up to us. Well, this guy was interested in her, and she likes older guys. I don't like older guys. This guy was too old for me. But if it's her thing, then she can go for it. He eventually left us, and then we were talking and giggling, talking about stuff, girly stuff, girl problems, you know, all that. And then we looked to our left, and opposite is this club that I really like. It's called, hadn't been there before at the time though, and she saw her friend who is she's not a promoter, but she brings people to go to the club. So she's like, oh my god, this blah blah, I forget her name. Let's call her Lola. So, oh my god, it's Lola. Called her over to the table. Mind you, this bar is it's open in the front, so there's no door, no window. So she could just like pop right through. And yeah, she was really friendly, and she invited us to the club. And then we were like, okay, why not? And then when we got in the club, this club was so nice because outside it's like, it looks like, you know those parties that are like secretive, like you wouldn't think as you're looking outside, from the outside you wouldn't think that's a club unless people are lining up outside it, which they were. But before, when we got to the bar, there was no one outside waiting for the club. The club doesn't open till about 11, so probably that's why. And then yeah, we went in the club, and then I think with Lola we got free drinks. Like I think it was a vodka and cranberry, and obviously I do double. The club was really cool. It has like a ball pit, then it has this weird bike in the side, and then it has this room with like a cool swing on it. And all I remember is me buying shots, she's buying shots, she's buying more shots. We're drinking. I don't even know how many drinks I had that night, but it was such a good night. It was such a good night. Oh, and I bumped into, what's his name? I always forget his name.
What's going on, everyone? It's Connor.
Right. So his name's Connor Maynard. So I saw Connor Maynard in the club. I've seen him before. I've seen him at it was a club called Mahiki in Green Park. Is it Green Park or Mayfair? Something like that. Yeah, but yeah, I saw him again in this club. These two clubs are quite popular for celebrities. Of course, I missed when Rihanna went. I missed when Kendall went. When ASAP Rocky went. But you know, it's okay. Yeah, but throughout the night, so yeah, we were getting free drinks from there. And then we went to the bar, and Stacey paid for our drinks first. I think I asked for obviously I asked for a tequila shot, and she got I think it was a Jaeger bomb. And then we went in the ball pit. We went in the ball pit with our shoes on. I had long, you know those high boots? I don't know if you've seen them, you probably haven't, but I've got high boots, high knees, and you lace them up. It's got a zip on the side, but it only goes yay high. So to take it off properly, you have to unlace the actual boot, not all the way down, but up to a certain point. I wasn't doing that. She said it was fine, so I hopped in there, and then the guy that's supposed to be guarding it, he wasn't there, so luckily, so I was able to hop in freely. And then when we were coming out, he saw me with my shoes on. He's like, you're not allowed to have shoes on, but he was quite nice, so yeah. But yeah, throughout the night it was good, the music was good. I don't know if it was because I was like getting really tipsy, or I don't know, maybe the music was actually that good, but it was turning into like, it felt like a Las Vegas night. It was so good. We kept on buying each other drinks. She mostly bought us drinks. And I remember that was the first time I've tried. It was either Sambuca or a Jaeger bomb. And that shit burned. Like, it burned, but it wasn't that bad because I was already getting extremely tipsy. But yeah, we were dancing through the night. Throughout the night there was a magician. And he was doing some cool tricks. I don't know if it was because I was getting really like very, very, very tipsy, on the verge of drunk, but it was like, oh my god, how is he doing this type of thing. There was a guy on the side who was selling popcorn for free, and he was dressed in like a woman's outfit, but it was horrible, like a clown woman with big boobies, and he was talking in his man voice, had a beard, and he was really nice. He was friendly. It's like the auntie of the big mama of the house, like, and he was giving us popcorn. And then yeah, I remember us standing at one point in front of like not a stage, but it was like a side of like those booths, and in the middle was like a stagey bit, and on top of there were girls dancing in like cheerleader outfits. They look like clown cheerleaders. That's clown cheerleaders. I don't know what to call them, but they were cool too, and they were rocking it down, and we were like, yes, yes. It was you could tell we were drunk. But then all of a sudden it hit 3, and I don't really remember much of the night except for those clips, maybe because I've seen videos of it. Sorry if I look up in the sky too much, I'm trying to remember what happened. It finishes about 3, so it was time for us to leave, and we went outside, and she was like, she said she was going to call an Uber, and then I don't know if we must have gone to one. There's like these guys, it's usually guys, I've never seen a girl do it, but these guys that ride these bikes, and then there's like seats at the back, a bit like a horse, like a carriage, but just the bike and the seats, like, yeah. So I think we were asking him for directions, and he said that he would drop me to I must have asked him for like Piccadilly, and he said yeah, he'll drop me there. So she said her Uber driver was coming, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna get on his bike, he's gonna drop me to blah blah. She's like, oh, okay, are you sure, I was like, yes, don't worry girl, don't worry, I'm good. Got on the bike, oh, we said bye, then I got on the bike. Delectable. He was riding me, and I must have recognized some bit. It must have been like Leicester Square, but not the bit where the M&M's world is and that. It must have been like more to the side there, so like the back bit. And I was like, oh my god, I recognize this place, you can leave me here, Is that, you sure? I'm like, yes, you can leave me here, don't worry, thank you so much. And I was walking, mind you, I was wearing heels. As I was walking, that's my dog, Leo! As I was walking, I felt myself getting more and more wiped. So I was like, shit, I don't know where the hell I am. So I called my friend Jason. I was like, Jason, I don't know where I am, I'm so drunk. This is very gassy, it hurts. So I called, oh my body. I called my friend Jason. I was like, Jason, oh my god, I am lost, I am getting very drunk, and yeah, I have no clue which way to go. I'm getting tipsy because I'm pouring a drink on the floor. And he was like cracking up because I must have been chatting so much shit. I don't really remember what I said to this guy, to be honest, but I was chatting a lot of bullshit. And he's like, okay, tell me what time you see and I'll try and help you get home. I'm guessing I must have told him a road, because he said, okay, let me look it up on the map and I'll tell you which way to go. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna keep on walking. And then he's like, okay, I'll call you back, let me check the map because it's not letting me check properly, and I'll call you back. I was like, cool. Walking, and I'm feeling myself getting worse and worse. Like, all of a sudden, all the alcohol that I had drank that night was just hitting me all at once. So my eyesight was getting worse. Like, I felt like, you know in those movies where someone's about to pass out and then they're looking left and right and all they see is like lights, like it's just blurry, like, I don't know, the flash is going past. But my head was spinning. It was spinning like crazy. I remember that where I was, it was completely like lonely. There was no one there. It was a ghost town. And I was walking, I was trying to figure out where I was, and I was just like, I was starting to feel a bit sick. So then eventually I just got tired. You know when you've come back from a night out and all you can think is bed. So that's how I felt. I was on that stage where I just needed to sleep. I was actually contemplating staying on the street and sleeping off the night. That's how bad it was. I don't know where I was, but I was standing. It was a street with expensive stores, and opposite was a Dior store. That's all I remember. There was like maybe a small alley, I'm not sure. And I was leaning against a store window, kind of sitting down, not really, because there wasn't really space for your ass to sit. I don't know how I was doing it because I was drunk as fuck. But yeah, I managed to do that, and then all of a sudden I feel myself I threw up all over that floor. Whoever was working there and got there first that day must have been fucking pissed. And I wouldn't have cleaned it up if it was me. I would have been like, no. Fuck this shit. I ain't getting paid enough for this shit. I would not clean that up because it looked disgusting. It looked absolutely disgusting. I was like, oh my god. I couldn't stop puking. And then I called my sister. Mind you, this was before she left for Canada. And she was like, hello. And mind you, it was 3 in the morning. So she had just woken up all of a sudden. I never call her when I went on a night out. So she must have thought it was really weird. She must have been so worried. And then on top of that, to hear that I was drunk, she must have been worried as fuck and pissed. Again, I don't remember most of what I said. But I'm sure I must have been like, Sophia, I'm so drunk. I don't know where I am. I don't know where I am. I don't know how to get home. I can't call an Uber because I can't see where I am. I must have said something like, I can't type on my phone. I can't get on Uber and like write where I am. So she's like, oh my god, Denise. Sophia, I don't like getting her angry. It's more of a thing where I don't like to disappoint her. And I could tell she was really disappointed with me. She was getting angry. She's like, okay, where are you? So I can call you an Uber. And then I just remember my head was so heavy. I was just like, trying to look up at the opposite side of the road. Because I could see there was a sign. But for the life of me, I could not read the sign at all. I could not read where the address, the name of the road. I couldn't see it. It was just, no, it wasn't happening that night. It's funny how I'm drinking alcohol whilst talking about a drunk night. Not very responsible to me. Yeah, so she's getting frustrated because I'm like, I can't read it. I can't read it. I can't see it. It's too blurry. I just kept on saying that. And she was getting frustrated. So for fuck's sake! Ah, Denise! And I wasn't answering because I was too busy puking. It was either I was too busy puking or I was falling asleep or just giving up. I'm just like tired. My head was so heavy. I can't explain it. It felt like 2 cement bricks were put on the back of my head and I was just pushing it down. I just wanted to go to sleep. I was too drunk. Way too drunk. Thank God. God sent me 2 angels because this could have been 2 horrible people that saw I was vulnerable. God forbid. Like it was very dangerous for me to be like that, especially on my own. Because one, I could have, God forbid, I had like alcohol poisoning. What would I have done? Because I couldn't mark any digits on my phone. So that was dangerous, 1. 2, I was by myself. I had no friends with me, no one was looking after me. So any guy could have, or guy and girl, you never know, could have just dragged me and done whatever they wanted to do with me. And 3, if they're not like that but they're still bad, they could have taken my phone, you know, and then that would have been lost. Could have beat me up. You know, there's horrible people in this world, so it's not advisable. But yeah, these 2 people came. And they're like, oh my god, are you okay? Because they saw, I don't know how they did it. Because if I saw me, I would have just left me on the side. I would have been like, oh, you messy. You are white girl wasted beyond belief. Look at you. You're a disgrace. Look at you. Look at the floor. I can't stand vomit. I can't look at other people's vomit. Don't know what I'm going to do when I have a child because it's even thinking about it makes me sick. Even thinking about me throwing up, I can't. Seeing myself throw up makes me want to throw up. Like, it makes me feel so sick. And the taste, the texture. So yeah, they came and they're like, oh my god, are you okay? I was like, I'm so sorry. I don't know how to get... I was obviously worse than this. I don't know if I was crying. I don't think I was crying. I wasn't crying. But I was just like, I'm so drunk and I don't know how to get home. I can't see the sign. I can't call myself new, but I just need to get home. I just want to go home. I'm so sorry. I'm not usually like this. I'm not like this. I kept on saying that. Not usually like this, which I'm not. Which you could tell, like, at this point, I knew what I was doing, but I had no control over my body, type of thing. So, like, I knew what was going on around me, kind of. Not as in I knew what other people were doing, but I knew what I was doing. I knew I looked like a hot mess. So I was so embarrassed. And being embarrassed and drunk is still not pretty, because it's just like, people will be must have been looking at me like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, you're not usually like this, but girl, you look a hot mess still. But yeah, they were like really nice, very friendly. There's a couple, a male and a female, and look at me. I just passed him my food. He could have rambled my food, but he didn't. He was nice. He spoke to Sophia. I think I passed it to the girl first, and she was speaking to Sophia. And she was trying to get me an Uber through them, and I was just puking. And then the guy took the phone, and she was like comforting me. She was like rubbing my back whilst I was puking. And then they were trying to get me to sober up somehow. They weren't giving me anything, but they were like trying to like tell me to like that I need to sort myself out, otherwise the Uber driver won't let me in the car. Hell, I wouldn't let me in the car. I look disgusting. Puking everywhere. You think I'm gonna let you in my car so you can puke in my car? Hell to no. Cut a long story short, Sophia couldn't order an Uber for me. So the man was so nice and he ordered an Uber for me. And I got in a car, obviously very drunk, my head was heavy, probably leaning it on the door. And as I was driving home, I felt really sick. I was like, sorry, could you stop the car please? Could you stop the car? So he had to stop the car on the side of the road. I opened the door, stuck my head out and started puking. And then he was like, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm so sorry. I'm not usually like this. I'm not usually like this. And then he's like, no, it's okay. He drove me home. Kind of went the wrong way. He kind of went, like my house is, say this is the road. He went and then turned when he was just supposed to like leave me there. I can't explain it, but he turned, so I was gonna have to walk back. And he saw that I was overly drunk, so he walked me up to my door. That was so nice of him, because he didn't have to do that. He could have just left me on the side of the road. He's got his money, he could drop me where I said I needed to be dropped. But yeah, he got me out the car and he walked me home. And I was like, thank you, I'm so thankful, blah blah blah. Probably said more stuff and he just left, and he was really nice. Like yeah, he didn't need to do that. But when I got home, this is what I remember. I got home, opened the door, and then I kind of creeped upstairs because I didn't want my mom to wake up and I thought my sister had fallen asleep or something. Then I got my ass to bed. But when I went to Canada recently, my sister said, no, that's not what happened. I opened the door for you. And when I opened the door, I was like, what? Like, she said something like, Denise, what's wrong with you? Something like that. And then she said, I just looked at her and said, oh my god, I'm so drunk. I don't remember saying that at all. I don't even remember her opening the door for me. Hand on my heart, I honestly believed that I opened the door, went upstairs and fell asleep. But apparently nothing like that happened. She opened the door. She must have helped me upstairs because I was still overly drunk. And she must have like helped me in bed as well. But oh my god, I'm so drunk. Whenever I hear that now, it like makes me laugh. It was a really bad hangover the next day for sure. Did not get out of that bed that day, except to pee. But when I saw her in the morning, she was obviously in a bad mood and she was kind of laughing about it. I was like, I don't even remember getting that drunk. I don't know how I got that drunk. She was like, but she was like she was really worried because in less than a month she was gonna leave for Canada, so she was like making sure that I wasn't gonna do that again. I was like, no, for sure, like I'm not gonna do that. I've never been that drunk, which I have. Come to think of it now, she felt like she was a bit scared to leave me with my mum because she didn't want my mum to worry about me, but I assured her that that was a one-off experience or a two-off. But yeah, since then obviously I've controlled the way I drank. I've always controlled the way I drank. I feel like that night was just crazy. I don't know how I got that drunk, honestly. And usually I can hack my drinks, but that night was crazy. Maybe I truly believe it was that Jaeger bomb or a Zambuca. I think it was the Zambuca, but I'd never had that drink before, so I kind of stay away from it now because I ain't risking that. I was a mess. But yeah, that's the story about the time I got extremely drunk. That experience was bad at the time. I was scared. I honestly thought I would have to sleep on the street. My phone was dying. I forgot to mention that. My phone was dying. So if I hadn't bumped into these two nice people, probably that's why he ordered me an Uber as well. So yeah, he must have ordered me the Uber because my phone died. If those two people didn't come past, like I could have, like something bad could have happened to me, or I could have been left there till the morning, and I'm sure I would have had to pay a fine for that amount of vomit on the floor. But I definitely wouldn't recommend drinking like that. Obviously, who wants to drink like that to the point where you can't walk, like, and you're puking? Who likes puking, please? It's so horrible, the feeling. Your stomach hurts because you've been puking so much. No. I'm staying away from that Zambuca shop. No. You're not gonna catch me on the floor. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. If you want to hear more story times, let me know. Follow me on Instagram and Snapchat, Denise_OZ. I am so hot. I had 3 glasses of that Prosecco. That's how you know I'm a lightweight. I can't drink. If you want to get this look here, this is the look I did earlier on today. Obviously it doesn't look as fresh. My smile lines must be cracking through. But it's a very simple look to do, and it is also a fun look. I think it looks quite cartoony as well, with the white eyeliner and then the black eyeliner on top. So if you want to get this look, stay tuned. Press that subscribe button so you can be notified for my next video, which will be a makeup video of this look here. If you want to get this look, subscribe. If you want to get this look, subscribe. If you want another story time, subscribe. Just, you know, that button here is magical. Just press it. So, bye. I'm sorry if my fat rolls were hanging through the whole bloody video.